Aloha everyone, my name is Charles and this is your Hawaii Volcano Watch Report for July 3rd, 2019. I will be speaking about the Mauna Loa volcano and the recent shift in alert level. However, before we get to it, I would like to wish one of the channel's big supporters a happy birthday, which is on July 4th. Happy birthday and mahalo for your continued support. On July 2nd, 2019, the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory changed the alert level of Mauna Loa volcano to yellow from green. The data from the last several months have shown the earthquake and ground deformation rates on Mauna Loa volcano have elevated above long-term background levels. Though this does not mean an eruption is imminent, and current rates of changes are no cause for trepidation, what this activity does symbolize is changes in the Mauna Loa shallow magma storage system. After a significant swarm of earthquakes in October of 2018, seismic stations recorded an average of approximately 50 quakes per week. These quakes were shallow and of small magnitude. The quakes occurred beneath the summit, upper southwest rift zone, and upper west flank of Mauna Loa volcano. Comparing this to the first half of 2018, where measurements showed rates of fewer than 20 per week occurring, these shallow earthquakes are transpiring in similar locations compared to those foreshadowing Mauna Loa's recent eruptions of 1975 and 1984. In the same stretch of October 2018, the satellite radar and GPS instruments measured ground deformation harmonious with the continuing recharging of the shallow magma storage system of the volcano. The current rates and patterns of ground deformation measured are comparable to those observed during inflation in 2005 and again from 2014 to 2018. These observations together indicate Mauna Loa is no longer presenting at a background level of activity. HVO subsequently has increased the Mauna Loa alert level to advisory and the aviation color code to yellow. The changing of the alert level should not be interpreted as an eruption is expected, nor as a certainty of progression to an outbreak. Observations between 2014 and 2018 had similar increases in activity with no eruption transpiring. History has shown us that it is conceivable that the current low-level volcanic unrest should continue and would vary in severity. This type of activity could occur for many months or perhaps years with no eruption. However, the current unrest could symbolize an early precursor to a more robust level of volcanic activity. Currently, there is no absolute way to precisely conclude which of the two probabilities is more likely to transpire. The HVO expects that monitoring devices would indicate signs of the enhanced potential for eruption before the onset of significant volcanic activity. These signals could manifest as the following. 1. Increased rates of earthquakes. 2. Increased ground deformation. 3. Increase in earthquake magnitudes. 4. Increase in surface temperature. 5. Increase of visible steam plumes or sulfur dioxide emissions. Please note, it is conceivable that the time frame leading up to eruption activity might be shorter, such as hours to days. All communities on the flanks of the Mauna Loa volcano should be informed and prepared for the possible events as described. The HVO will carefully continue to observe Mauna Loa and report any significant changes to the volcanic activity. Weekly updates on Mauna Loa will be issued by the HVO until further notice, though If the volcanic activity changes significantly, a new VAN will be posted. If you would like to help support or continue to support the channel, please check out my online stores for some awesome stuff. There are various items embellished with my photography available. Some examples would include t-shirts, phone cases, tote bags, and more. If you are enjoying this content, please consider clicking that thumbs up button to let me know. If you would like to receive notifications for future videos, then you will need to click that subscribe button and bell icon. Mahalo for your support. Now for the Kilauea volcano update. There is still no eruptive activity on the volcano. Current data sampling has revealed no notable change in volcanic activity over the last week. Seismicity across the volcano has remained low. Sulfur dioxide emission rates at the summit are meager and below the detection limits at Pu'u'o. They were also undetectable in the lower East Rift Zone when last measured respectively on June 19th and June 13th. GPS instruments and tilt meters at the summit of Kilauea since early March have recorded ground deformation consistent with slow magma accumulation in the shallow portion of the summit magma system. The Kilauea summit magma system is 1 to 2 kilometers or approximately 1 mile below ground level. Gas sampling has yet to show any evidence of meaningful shallowing of magma. The HVO will continue to monitor all data streaming down from the Kilauea summit for any critical changes. Further east, over recent weeks, the GPS equipment and tilt meters are continuing to confirm movement consistent with the slow recharging of the deep East Rift Zone reservoir. The location of this magmatic reservoir is in the broad region between Pu'u'o and Highway 130. Even though the pattern significance remains unclear, current data is not suggesting any immediate change in potential volcanic activity in this section. The HVO will continue to monitor all data very thoroughly from along the Kilauea East Rift Zone for vital changes. There are still dangers persisting in the lower East Rift Zone and the Kilauea summit. All residents and visitors around the 2018 fissures, lava flows, and summit collapse locations should observe the Hawaii County Civil Defense and National Park warnings. Please be knowledgeable that the lava flows and other features created by the 2018 Kilauea eruption are primarily on private property. People are urged to be respectful and do not enter or park on private property or roads without the permission of the owners. This concludes this edition of the Hawaii Volcano Watch Report. The update is based on the HVO USGS report issued on July 2nd, 2018 for the Mauna Loa and Kilauea volcanoes. As always, you have a sensational morning, afternoon, or evening.